really expert in my past life at deflecting what I was feeling and compartmentalizing. And I had these feelings, I just wasn't really allowing myself, because feelings for me were shameful for me to feel, given how I was brought up, and embarrassing to confess or to share. And one of the great things I've come to understand is that these feelings are they're just thoughts and feelings are just vibrations. And they come and they flow, and I wasn't allowing them to flow, and they were getting stuck. And I've learned that these things called emotions are just concepts as a way to it's a way to define these vibrations so that make them easier for us to communicate and access. One thing I've learned is that I called congruency, is that I have, and you can all try it on right now, because we all have thoughts and feelings right now. And when our thoughts and our feelings are lined up, authentically lined up, as they say, a lot of guys have talked about, talking to a girl, and I've heard this a lot, is I'm bothering her. Now that's a thought, that's a strong thought. Probably the real thought beneath that, the thought between that thought and the feeling is, I'm not worthy of her in this moment. And so a feeling that's connected to that thought could very well be, and it's different for everybody, sadness or nervousness or grief, or even worse, a shutting down. And that I've learned that once I get these things aligned, it's okay to have those feelings and it's okay to have those thoughts, but once they're aligned and I show up anyway, the girl I'm seeing told me that was like crack for women. And I'm beginning to feel that, because before I would turn on this charm or this thing and I was never actually making connections. One of the most beautiful things that happened just about 6 weeks ago, I've been seeing this woman the first time we were in bed together. Now I was the older man, and we were rolling around, and I had this emotion of pride going. Now pride's a slippery thing, because right beneath pride is a whole bunch of stuff that you're not really allowing yourself to feel. And so here I am, leading, and she stops me and says, "You're shaking." And I was able in that moment to confess to her this pride, this fear, this performance fear, this this lust, and to confess all that to her. And I don't remember if she said it's okay, or she just embodied it, but I was just allowed to just release and just surrender it all. And it wasn't embarrassing, it was actually sexy. And very soon after, I got harder than I have been in months. So.